Okay, so here we are. This is the back way of Coot-tha. I'm on a little group here. So we've just finished the main part of the climb, which was a bit over 2K's, and now this is the final bit to the summit. So it's just a lot of undulations. It's just up and down. So it can be pretty quick. This isn't the fastest I've gone along here, to be honest, but it was good to jump on the back of a little group. Don't know who these guys are. I got dropped from my two mates, Tim and Adrian, at the start of the climb, and I'll meet them at the summit. This group actually came up behind me as I was on the main part of the climb, and they were going a fair bit quicker than me, obviously, because they caught me up. So I decided to jump on the back and let them pace me up the remainder of the climb, which was good. And now I've carried on with them, and they'll drag me all the way along to the summit, which is rather good of them. When you get dropped from your mates, the best thing to do is jump on the back of the next crew that comes along. Can't be bad, can it? That's all good fun. All good fun indeed. So these guys are going pretty well. That chap there at the front on the left, he must be a pretty good climber, because when these guys had caught me up and I decided to jump on the back of them, he was obviously pacing everybody up, and he looked like he was working. Didn't look like he was doing anything. He was chatting away to his mate, and seemed like it was fairly easy for him. Although I must admit, he was pretty well lean. He was fairly lean, you know. So obviously strong, and climbing is probably his thing. But I was on my limit, keeping up with these guys going up the climb, and he was just dawdling up, having a chat like it was a Sunday ride. Well, it was a Sunday ride, but you know what I mean. A Sunday ride without the climb. So it was obviously pretty strong on the climbs. But this is good fun. There's a nice little section, this is, of the back way of Coot-tha. Anyone that's done it before will know this is quite a nice section of the ride. The roads are pretty good, and I have actually put videos on this little bit before. And you can whiz along, you know, you can get up to a fair old pace along this little section. But like I said earlier, it's just a lot of ups and downs. So here we go, just about to go around this rider, doing it a bit tougher. Look at that, look, 450 watts. So you're having to work, you're still having to work, peaking up at those 450s all the time on the climbs, and then doing a bit of recovery on the descents, which is what it's all about, isn't it? It's all about pacing yourself. Look at the heart rate, look, 170. So when you think about it, I'm at probably around 95% on this, because my max heart rate is around 178. So I'm having to work fairly hard, and once I've said before in other videos, you see, I'm good up at around that 300 watt mark. I can hold that for a fair bit of time, because my last FTP I did, it came in, I think it was about 311. So 300 watts is alright, you know, I'm good with that. But when I'm popping up to 350 and over, and especially when I'm nudging 400 watts, I'm starting to I'd have limited time at those. So the efforts when I'm doing those have got to be in this sort of situation where it's ups and downs, and I've got enough time to recover on the downhills. Like you can see here, look, I'm just well and truly sitting in the draft and recovering the best I can. And luckily these guys weren't hammering it on the downhill as well, or else I'd have been on my limit again. So it gave me enough time to have a bit of recovery. So that's what you got to do, you got to recover. Get the recovery in where you can. And just use your power when you need it. Now we're coming up to the end of this little section. As you can see, nice and whizzy along. Here we go. Get the heads down, boys, and get into it. So we're nearly at the end of it now. The car park's coming up. You see the cars on the right hand side, and that is about it. I really enjoy that bit. Those little bits of road, those sorts of things you get on your local rides, the roads that you get to know well, they're just good fun, aren't they? You know, they're a good laugh to whiz along. I like this. Illegal there, look, we're all on the wrong side of the road. 50, 40 k's an hour in a 20 zone. Shocking, absolutely shocking. Bloody cyclists, hey? And then people wonder why they moan about cyclists. Can you believe it? Anyhow, that's it. See ya.